welcome back to my channel. My name is Darian and today I am going to be doing a Q&A. So I asked you guys on Twitter to ask me some questions to celebrate me reaching 250 subscribers, which first of all, thank you guys so much if you've subscribed. I literally cannot believe that so many people want to watch my videos. Like, it just doesn't, I do not comprehend, and I'm getting kind of close to 300 now. I might reach that by the time this video goes up, but I'm not sure. Obviously, I cannot tell the future. But anyways, thank you guys so much for 250 subscribers. I thought it would be fun to do a little Q&A so you guys can get to know me a bit better. I have my laptop because I will be looking at your questions. So let's just get started. So first I'm going to start off with some questions from Sasha because she asked them in our group chat. So she asked me a lot, so I'm sorry Sasha, I can't answer all of these, but I will answer a lot of them. So one of her questions is, what is the best place in the world you've ever traveled to? I think it's hard. I think I'd have to say Venice. I think that's my favorite place I've ever been. I've been twice now and it is just so beautiful there and I just feel like at home there. Ugh, it's just so beautiful. I've also been to Salzburg and like that was also extremely beautiful, and we got like a Sound of Music tour there and that was so much fun because I love the Sound of Music. And I was also lucky enough to go to China when I was 15 and obviously that was really cool, but I think I would have to say Venice is like my all-time favorite place I've been to. Ooh, what's your favorite store to go shopping other than the bookstore? I was gonna say like Chapters, obviously. Other than the bookstore, my favorite clothing store is probably H&M. I don't know if that's not just in Canada, right? That's also in the US, I think. Yeah, I think that's international actually. But I do love H&M and I like a good Old Navy, you know. I don't really know because like Chapters is definitely my favorite. And I also haven't been shopping anywhere in so long, so I don't even remember like where did I used to go. Ooh, who's your celebrity crush? I have many. For the longest time it was Robert Downey Jr., but I feel like I've maybe outgrown that a little bit. I do love Sam Claflin. I have mentioned him quite a few times. Oh, Harry Styles. Who else? I do love James McAvoy, mostly because of his Scottish accent, but yeah. I'm sure there must be a bunch of people that I'm forgetting. Yeah. I can't think of any more right now. Oh, you know, a more recent one is the guy from 1917. I think the actor's name is George McKay or George Mackay, but he played like the main guy in 1917. He is so cute and he's British and so he is definitely my most recent one, I think. Okay, Sasha also asked, who would you pick to bring to life as a friend from any book you've read this year? And then she wrote, if Strange the Dreamer character is your answer, pick another one as well. Am I that predictable? Obviously I would bring Laszlo, but if I have to pick another one, then probably either Darren or Talia from Where Dreams Descend. Or Ethan from the Unhoneymooners, because he's super cute. Yeah, that's what's coming to my mind right now. Ooh, what are the books that are the highest on your TBR for this year? Your top 3. Let me look. This is not all of my books, by the way. I do have more right in front of me, and I do have more in my hallway. I would say Felix Ever After by Case and Callender. What else? Oh, Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I need to read that book. Oh my god. And oh, probably A Court of Thorns and Roses. It's fine, okay? And then Sasha's last question was, who's one booktuber you looked up to / motivated you to start your channel? So I would say the booktuber I look up to the most is probably Books and Lala, because she's just doing it all. Like, I aspire to be like her and have videos as creative as her, because like she keeps doing things that no one's ever seen and I'm like, girl.
Girl, you have done it again, constantly raising the bar for us all and doing it flawlessly.
How do you do this? Like, I don't know how she just keeps coming up with new ideas, and I really want to start making videos that are unique and that like are unique to me and that like no one else has done before. So I find her really inspiring. No one really like inspired me to start my channel. I just kind of did it, but I would say I look up to Books and Lala the most. So I have a question from Maddie from Book Browsing Blog, and she asked, are there any authors you either love or hate and want to try more books from? So, I mean, I love Laini Taylor. I am currently reading Daughter of Smoke and Bone. Like, I still have the last book to read. Besides that, I don't think she really, I think she has a series she wrote like a really long time ago. I've never seen it anywhere in stores or anything, so I don't know if I'll end up reading that one. I do want to read more of Christina Lauren's books. I've only read one of their books. Those are the people coming to mind. She also asked me how I got into reading. I don't really know. Like, I think my brother was a big reader, so I guess once I learned how to read, like I saw him reading a lot, so I was like, oh, I want to read too. And then I just read a lot. I don't know. There's not really a cool answer for that, I guess. So next we have Elise from the Petite Punk. She asked me, what's your favorite book besides Strange the Dreamer? What is my favorite book? I mean, Where Dreams Descend is definitely up there. The Martian, I love The Martian. I would say those are like my favorite right now that I can think of. Oh, Radio Silence is definitely a new favorite. I love that book. But yeah, those are probably my favorites besides Strange the Dreamer. She also asked if I have any pets. I do. I have a cat. Her name is Tiger. She has been in a few of my videos, so you may have seen her. She will probably be in more of my videos. And what's my favorite season? It is winter. I thrive in the cold, definitely not the heat. It is very hot today. I'm kind of dying, especially since I'm sitting by my window, and like, yeah, I hate the heat. I hate summer. Like, I like that there's no school, but I hate the season, like, itself. I love winter. I love snow. I love Christmas. I also love fall, like, obviously, but winter is where I thrive. I'm also a winter baby, so I think that's why, but... Okay, so we have some questions from Mel. She asked if I have a favorite author. Yes, it's Laini Taylor. She asked if I have a popular book I read but didn't love. I read Looking for Alaska recently and I really did not like that book. I also read Circe recently and didn't like that book. So I guess those two. What's my favorite TV show? Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I love that show. I will also give honorable mentions to New Girl and Gilmore Girls. Those are probably my top three, I would say. If I could marry a fictional character, who would it be? Laszlo. So Allie from Read by Allie asked, what is an underrated book you love? I feel like I don't love a lot of underrated books. I feel like I mostly read books that everyone else has read. One book I really love is One Day in December. I wouldn't say that's underrated, but I don't think, like, I feel like more people should read that book because I really like it. That's the only thing I could think of. I don't know if there's like something I'm missing. I tend to read a lot of really popular books, so that's all I can think of right now. Okay, so Gabby asked me if I've traveled out of the country and if so, where. So yes, I have been, well, I've been to the States. I've been to Mexico, China, the UK, France, Germany, Italy, Austria, the Netherlands, where else? The Dominican, yes. I feel like I'm missing something. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. But yeah, those are the countries I've been to. Do you have any siblings or are you an only child? I have one brother, so I'm not an only child. And am I a college student and what am I studying? I'm in university and I study communications and I minor in film studies. Okay, Georgia asked me what my favorite Disney movie is and why is it Frozen 2? I'm sorry, it's not Frozen 2. I do love Frozen and Frozen 2, but my favorite Disney movie is Tangled. I love Tangled. It's one of my favorite, all-time favorite movies. I love that movie. Okay, so then we have, I'm not sure what you go by. Is it, because your channel is also Babella, right? But I think your full name is Isabella. Do you go by Bella? I'm so sorry that I don't know this. But check her out also, by the way, because I love her videos. But what are your hobbies other than reading? And what are the things you're most passionate about? Oof. I don't have many hobbies besides reading. I like watching movies, I like watching TV shows. Oh, lately I have gotten into Animal Crossing. I didn't get the game when it came out and everyone was obsessed with it. I only got it a few weeks ago, but I am now obsessed with it. So that is definitely a new hobby of mine. But yeah, those are like my main hobbies. And what am I passionate about? Reading. I'm passionate about my channel. Okay, so I'm still figuring out what I would like to do later in life. I was very passionate about like filmmaking and I really wanted to be a director, and I still do, but I'm not sure if that's like the path for me anymore. But I'm still like, what I do a lot in school is like video production, and I'm still passionate about that, so there you go. So India asked me if I'm a cat or dog person. This is hard. I think right now I would say cat person just because I have a cat and I'm obsessed with her, and I don't have a dog right now, but I love both. I don't know if I could pick, but right now I would say cat person. And my favorite book trope, oof, I do love a good hate to love. Yeah, that's probably my favorite. What else? I mean also like found family I love. I'm just thinking of romance right now, but found family is great. What else? Oh, I like the like forced proximity kind of. I do like that too. Okay, then my friend Salma asked me a question. She asked if I could live in any book's world other than Strange the Dreamer, what would it be? That's a good question because I would say Strange the Dreamer. I don't know, because a lot of fantasy worlds, like, they seem so magical, but there's always like a catch. There's always like monsters and things that are trying to kill you. And I want to live somewhere calm, you know, like, oh, I know what I would pick. I would pick the Tea Dragon Society. I don't know what that place is called, but I want to hang out with some tea dragons. So that's my answer. So Anja, I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong, she asked me if I'd rather live in a tree house with a lift or a house with trampolines instead of floors. That's that's an interesting question. Probably a tree house with a lift, I think. Because like then you're always bouncing, I don't know. That I feel like it's just more practical this way, you know? Okay, the next few questions are from Ray. So she asked me my all-time favorite food I could eat for the rest of my life. Pasta. I love pasta so much. Especially like a carbonara, or like, I like creamy sauces. I love a good rosé sauce or just really any creamy sauce. But I do also love like just a little classic like spaghetti bolognese, you know? I love pasta. I love it. I could eat it forever, for every meal. Ever. Oh, and then she asked me if I could play any role in a musical, who would it be? Ray, what a question. Who is my dream role? I would say Maria from Sound of Music is definitely up there. I would say Eponine from Les Mis, also up there. Zoe from Dear Evan Hansen. Veronica from Heathers. I definitely can't sing her songs, but like in my head, that would be nice. Who else? Maybe, what's her name? From Waitress, the main girl. What's her name? I don't remember her name, oh my god. But the main girl in Waitress, I would love that. Oh, and also, the other girl in Waitress who sings When He Sees Me. Dawn. I love Dawn too. Wow, what's the main? Jenna? Jenna, that's her name. I'm trying to think of like ones I've been in and that maybe I like wanted a better role. Oh, well, I think I could do a good Sandy from Grease because her songs are very much in my range, and she's very like shy, like until the end, and I'm pretty shy, so I could definitely act shy, and then I would just have to do like her transformation at the end. I would say those are probably my top ones. There probably are others too, I don't know. Oh my god, I love this question. If you could change your name to a fictional character's name, which would it be? Ray, what a good question. I do love Sarai. I love that name. Sarai is a great name. I'm trying to think of like fancy like fantasy book names, but I feel like I love Sarai. I do also like the name Spensa. That's a pretty cool name from Skyward. I do like that name too. Apparently I like S names. I don't know why, but yeah, I think that's what I would go with. Okay, Lou asked me, would I rather read in a beach or read during a thunderstorm? 100% thunderstorm. I love thunderstorms. I love when it's raining. I love rain. And I especially love thunderstorms, and that is my like ideal reading weather, like 100% thunderstorms. Okay, and then Spoops. I'm not sure what your real name is. Maybe it is Spoops. You know, that's cool. They asked me what's my first bookish memory. I think the first thing I can think of is when I was really young and like I wasn't reading like novels yet. I was still reading like picture books, and I would go in my brother's room while he was reading, and he would be reading novels, and I mean novels for like still young kids, but like middle grade and stuff like that. And I would go into his room, and I would take one of his books and I would lie next to him while he was reading, and I would pretend to be reading, and I would be like going like this, like being like, oh my god, I'm such a big kid, like I'm reading. That's probably my first, but like I couldn't really read like that stuff yet because it was like, whoa, like words without pictures, like that's crazy. So I would just pretend to read, and I would like follow with my finger, and I thought I was tricking him, but like I don't think I was. But yeah, that's probably my earliest bookish memory. So next I have Mick. Mick asked me a bunch of questions. So she asked if I could read only one genre for the rest of my life, what would it be? And I'd probably have to say fantasy, because like my favorite genres are fantasy and contemporary. I don't think I could pick a favorite between them. But I think if with fantasy, like I'd get more of variety of what I read. Excuse me. Yeah, I'd get a more variety of what I read. Like, I mean, definitely like contemporaries, you can have very different stories, obviously. But like fantasies, you know, you can create like whole new worlds, whereas contemporaries, like it's always, you know, in the real world. So yeah, I think I would pick fantasy so that like I don't think I could ever get bored of reading new fantasies. Oh, okay, Mick asked me rank T Swift's albums and talk about why she means so much to you. Oh my god, and I just filmed my folklore book tag, so this is good timing. But oh my god, ranking them? Okay, so number 1 is Speak Now for sure. Then I would say, probably right now, I would say Folklore is number 2. This changes like every 5 minutes, by the way, so keep that in mind. Then it would be probably Lover, number 3. So, let me, okay, number 3, Lover. Then Fearless. Then Reputation. Then probably her first one, Taylor Swift. Then Red, then 1989. But like I love like 1989 and Red so much, do not get me wrong, they're not at the bottom because I don't love them. But like compared to all her other ones, I think I like those ones more. But it's so hard, it's like picking your children, you know. But I love Folklore, I love Speak Now, I mean I love all of them. I feel like I love Reputation more than most people, but I love that album, it's so good. So yeah, thanks Mick for putting me through that. Oh, and she also asked why she means so much to me. Like, I don't know, like, I don't know how to explain it. I just started listening to her when I was really young, and I just loved her music, and I listened to it all the time, and I admire her a lot, and I think she's just so genius in her writing, like her songwriting, and I don't know, I think she got a lot of hate for a long time because of everything with like Kanye West and Kim Kardashian, and I don't think she deserved it. And I think there's a lot of celebrities that are way more problematic than she is, but for some reason everyone decided that they all hated her, which I never understood. So I've always felt like very defensive of her because I have always loved her. And I love her music. I love every single one of her albums. Like, she's never disappointed me with her music. And yeah, I don't know, I can't explain it, I just love her so much. Mick also asked what's my go-to comfort food. I love junk food, I love chips, I love Doritos, I love candy. Like, I love junk food. I know it's a problem, but it's fine. Okay, so Mick asked me a question that I asked her when she did a Q&A, which was, if I had to recommend a book to my favorite animal, what would it be? So this is very similar to what you said, Mick, because my favorite animal is a turtle, and so I would want to give them something that's very easy to read, so I'd probably give them a graphic novel like Tea Dragon Society. And maybe they could relate to the Tea Dragon somehow, I don't know. Or I can give them Heartstopper. But yeah, it would definitely be a graphic novel, like something really easy. Oh, then she asked, if I had to change one thing about Strange the Dreamer, what would it be? Mick, I don't want to change anything. I guess if I had to change one thing, maybe some descriptions of things could be a little shorter. Like, Laini Taylor loves describing things, and I'm all here for it. But like, maybe cutting down some descriptions a little bit shorter, but I love her writing, so I don't care. But if I had to change something, that's probably what I would say. And then she asked, if Strange the Dreamer had a theme park like Harry Potter, what ride would you create inspired by the book? I think the only thing that makes sense would be the Citadel, especially like, you know, because of the end of the first book. But that would be like kind of a sad ride because, you know, of what happens. But I can't really think of anything else that would be a ride, but I guess the Citadel would be the only thing I can think of. Okay, Amanda asked me a bunch of questions too. She asked, what's my life goals out of booktube? Girl, I don't know. I'm just trying to, you know, be happy. I'm just trying to survive. I cannot think about that right now. My favorite snack, like I said, I love junk food, Doritos, Cheetos, candy, we love it. My worst fear, I don't want to say. My dream vacation would be probably Greece. That's probably the place I want to go to the most that I haven't been yet. It looks beautiful and I really want to go. Okay, Chloe asked me a lot of questions. Why did I start a YouTube channel? It's something that I've been thinking about basically since I started watching BookTube, and I just never really did it. Like, I kept thinking like, oh my god, no one's gonna watch me, what's the point, blah blah blah. And then, like, you know, we were in lockdown and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. Like, I'm just gonna start it, and that's really how it happened. Do I have any sort of goal for my channel? I would one day maybe like to get monetized, because I treat this channel as my job because I don't have a job. So like, I put a lot of work into filming and editing, and I keep like a really strict schedule for myself, which maybe isn't good, but that's fine. And it just would be nice to kind of be like rewarded kind of monetarily for all the work that I do. So that's like my main goal, I guess, is to be monetized one day. What's my reading goal? It's 52 books. Oh no, it's 50. 50 books for the year, but I'm at like 46 or something. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna reach it. So I don't think I'll set a goal after that, because I like to think that I've reached my goal. Okay, so finally we have some questions from Rachel. So she asked me, what's my favorite book from a genre I don't read a lot of? I mean, I definitely don't read too much nonfiction, so I would say Becoming by Michelle Obama I love, and also When Breath Becomes Air by Paul Kalanithi. Those are probably my two favorite nonfictions that I've read, that I can think of at least. I think. I also don't read too much sci-fi. Like, I don't know. I kind of do, but my favorite sci-fi is definitely The Martian. But yeah, those are probably because like any other genre, I either read a lot of or I don't read at all. Which books have you read that resonated with you on a personal level? Radio Silence, which you know, Rachel, because we buddy read it, but that one just really like connected with me. If you guys want to check out my spoiler review of Radio Silence, then you can, because that exists. I loved Radio Silence. This actually goes with your next question, because any books that got you through important parts of your life, happy or sad. This book definitely helped me. I only read this recently, but I have, as many of you know, I am currently going through a hard time in my life, and this book definitely helped me a lot. Not only did it help me like distract me from like my real life problems, but I don't know. I can't really explain it, but this book just means so much to me. And yeah, it means a lot to me, and I'm really grateful that I read it. And then the last question, I feel like it's fitting to end this on this question, but she asked, could I rewrite Strange a Dreamer from memory? No. I could try. I feel like I remember at least most of the major plot points, even the smaller plot points, but I'd have to reread it a bunch of times to rewrite it from memory, which, you know, I don't mind. I don't mind rereading it. It's fine. Maybe I will try to do that one day, Rachel, and yeah. So that's it for my Q&A. I hope you guys liked getting to know more about me, and once again, thank you guys so much for 250 subscribers. I still cannot believe it. It is just absolutely crazy to me that you guys are here watching my videos. I am so grateful, so thank you. And if you aren't subscribed yet, I would be very grateful if you would subscribe now. And also don't forget to like and comment, and also check out all my links in the description. I have left my Twitter, Instagram, and Goodreads down there if you guys want to check those out as well. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon with another video soon. Bye!